morning, little boys and girls. How are you today? Okay, so that's right. We are all okay for today. We will start our class this morning, but before that, let's pray first. Thank you. Please be seated. Okay, who among you here are happy today? Okay, everyone is happy. So, let's listen to the song entitled God is So Wonderful.
Prayer before we start our day. Let us thank God for the lovely things He has given us. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So deep, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love. Let us sing it again for all that He has given us. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So deep, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love.
Now, find your partner and I will give you 10 seconds to choose your partner in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you. After that, listen carefully to my instruction because I will not repeat it again. Did you understand, class? Okay, very good. Okay, listen, kids. I will read the story that is mine. And the title of the story is about the King Midas and the golden touch. And after you will discuss with your partner, and after that you will come with your partner in front to share what you have learned or what you have observed to the story. Okay, thank you for participating. The title of our story for today is about the King Midas and the golden touch. King Midas was a greedy man. He collected gold and even counted it in his sleep. King Midas had a daughter, and she wished she could spend more time with her father, but he was always busy with his collection of gold. One day, a strange creature came to see the king. He was half man and half goat, and she was called a satyr. The king allowed the satyr to pick some of his fruit, and because of this, the satyr was very pleased. He told the king that he could wish for anything he wanted, and his wish would come true. Of course, the king wished for more gold. He asked the satyr to make everything he touched turn to gold. The wish was granted. Sure enough, everything that the king touched didn't turn to gold. The trouble was, when the king got hungry, he could not touch his food because it too became gold. The king began to feel worried. His daughter came to see him, and he was afraid to touch her in case she changed to gold. The king ran to find the satyr and begged him to take the spell away from him. He said he was sorry for being so greedy, and that is, he had learned his lesson. The satyr told the king to bathe in the river. The king did as he was asked, and the spell was lifted. Immediately, the king ran to his daughter and hugged her. Of all sudden, he knew the meaning of happiness. So, the story implied that we must be contented to what we have because that is from God. Thank you for listening. Okay, thank you for participating. We all know that all our answer is correct and there is no wrong to our answer. Who can tell me or who can remember our story yesterday? Anyone in the class? Okay, very good. So, yes, it is about the King Midas and the golden gods. The King Midas is a greedy man who wished to collect many gold. For today, we will study the words that we found to the story. Please follow after I read the words that we found to the story. First is the king. Second is the sapphire. And third is the gold. And fourth is the daughter. And the fifth is the root. Find your partner the same with your partner yesterday in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now, please read a story about the king and the golden touch and write what words that caught your attention and share it to the class after. Time's up. Now, with your partner, come here in front and share what you observed to the story that you read earlier. Very good. Let's give a clap to everyone. Good morning, boys and girls. Any one of you have an idea of our topic this morning? Anyone, class? Okay, very good. Our topic for today is about fact or might. What came on your mind when you heard about fact or might? How can you know that this is fact or might? Or how can you say that this story is might or not? Okay, thank you. Who can tell me or who can tell to the class of our discussion yesterday? Anyone, class? Yes. Very good. It is fact or might. Who can tell to me the definition of fact or might? Very good. So, it is fact are based on the ability to gather scientific evidences as a proof of statement. Might is an originate from generation and thoughts and belief, while fact are given as evidence. Fact also are detailed, while might are often for stories. So, might is originated from thoughts and beliefs, while fact are given as evidence Also, facts are detailed while myth is often for stories. So, what is myth? Myth is stories that are based on tradition. Some may have factual origin, while others are completely fictional. Myth, a folk tale that explain fairy tale about the world, such as frightening or mysterious natural forces. Also, myth is a story without an author that is passed along and it is usually intended to teach a lesson and or something that is untrue. So that is myth. And the example of it is they believe that cat is evil. Before we end our discussion for today, let's recite our vocabulary words. First is king, gold, daughter, gold, and food. Okay, so everyone is master all the vocabulary words. But before we go home, let's stand together to our prayer. Now, get your pencil and paper to our short activity. I will read the question and you just answer it. First is, who is the father of the princess? Number 2, who is the greedy man? Number 3, what is the wish of the king? Okay, thank you very much. Let's review about the story, the vocabulary, the grammar, and about the topic that we discussed, that is a fact or myth. And after that, let's ready to our long quiz for the topic. Okay, thank you very much for participating.